Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Cowboys make $36.6 million move with Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys have restructured quarterback Dak Prescott's contract, opening up a large amount of cap space. Prescott signed the richest deal in league history last season, inking a 4-year, $240 million extension with Dallas. The restructure opens up $37 million in cap space. Prescott's previous cap number was set to be nearly $90 million. The move comes less than 24 hours after the Cowboys restructured the contract of wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, who was also fresh off a lucrative extension. "I want to win. It's gonna take more than just myself," Lamb said on X after the move. Lamb signed a 4-year, $136 million extension with the Cowboys back in August. However, he made it clear that he wants to help Dallas compete after a 7-10 campaign. The legal tampering period for impending free agents starts on March 10, with the official start of the league year. Free agency officially begins on March 12. The Cowboys' biggest priority this offseason is signing edge rusher Micah Parsons to an extension. He's entering the final year of his contract and is expected to be among the highest-paid defenders in the NFL on his new deal. "There's definitely a plan in place, but we'll just see how everything plays out," Parsons said in February. "There's been no progress yet, but I'm pretty confident that something will happen, so we'll see." The price for Parsons is going up quickly, with multiple pass rushers expected to sign lucrative deals in the coming weeks. The Las Vegas Raiders struck first on Wednesday, signing Max Crosby to a 3-year, $106.5 million deal with $91.5 million guaranteed. Jane Slater of NFL Network said the Cowboys are in no rush to strike a deal with Parsons, although it's still expected to happen at some point this offseason. Prescott's season ended preemptively. He played in just 8 games due to a hamstring injury that required surgery. Prescott is rehabbing hard but expects to be ready for the start of next season. "I'm not gonna put a timeline on it, but I'll be ready for the first game and when anything matters and very, very ready," Prescott said, via Cowboys.com. "I'm feeling good. I'm doing more and more. The last 2 weeks have been huge and progressive for me. I wouldn't say I'm running full speed yet. But everything's on the right track, and I'm excited." Prescott's season was largely disappointing before the hamstring injury. He passed for 1,978 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. When he steps on the field next, the Cowboys will look different with new head coach Brian Schottenheimer on the sideline. Schottenheimer is taking over for Mike McCarthy, who mutually parted ways with the Cowboys this offseason after his contract expired. "Super excited for him, this opportunity," Prescott said after the hire. "Obviously, I've worked with him for the last couple of years, understanding the type of coach is, the type of man he is, the way that he approaches the game." Schottenheimer has been with the Cowboys since 2022 and previously served as the team's offensive coordinator. Osa Odighizuwa breaks silence after signing $80 million contract extension with Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys reached an agreement on an extension with standout defensive tackle Osa Odighizuwa. The new contract keeps Odighizuwa in Dallas for 4 years and is worth $80 million with $58 million guaranteed. After signing his new deal and attaining financial security for his family for generations, Odighizuwa was all smiles as the moment sunk in. "It's awesome, you know what I mean? I love Dallas, love playing for this organization, love being a Cowboy," Odighizuwa said, per Patrick Walker of DallasCowboys.com. "So the fact that I get to do it for another 4 years, and I get a very, very large pay increase to do it. It's not that I wasn't already happy doing the work, but I'm just going to have an even bigger smile on my face when I come to the building, every day," Odighizuwa added. The Cowboys selected Odighizuwa in the 3rd round of the 2021 draft. The team always planned on working out a long-term deal and reportedly would have used the franchise tag to keep Odigizwa in Dallas. However, the Cowboys managed to avoid using the tag, which would have cost $25.1 million for the 2025 season. With the new extension, Odigizwa will earn $20 million per season. "I can now look at my mom and be like, you never have to work again," Odigizwa, who brought his mother with him to the contract signing, said via DallasCowboys.com. "That's really what this has all been about, you know? So being able to do that, man, it's still kind of registering. It doesn't even feel real at this point. I'm just kind of soaking it in." Although Cowboys CEO Stephen Jones hinted at a quiet offseason due to the team's financial situation, Dallas has been busy in the lead-up to free agency. The team restructured Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb's contracts, freeing up nearly $57 million in salary cap space. While the Cowboys could be gearing up to add a big-name free agent, the team needs to take care of its own players first. With Odigizwa signed, Dallas will turn its full attention to getting a deal done with Micah Parsons. The star defensive end is currently set to play out the fifth-year option from his rookie deal. Parsons has said he'd be willing to take less money if it meant being surrounded by quality players. The Cowboys need to get an extension done that will keep Parsons in Dallas for the foreseeable future. Cowboys expected to sign Steelers RB Najee Harris. Owner Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys are no stranger to making headlines this time of year, typically from their roster moves, or lack thereof. This offseason, however, has proven a turn of the tide in Dallas' timely move-making. We have seen plenty of activity, but nothing that is out of the ordinary, yet. Fox Sports' Henry McKenna expects that to change very soon, predicting the Cowboys will sign free agent running back Najee Harris. "Folks think that the Cowboys owner is going to draft Ashton Jeanty in the first round," McKenna wrote. "What if, instead, Jones brought in Harris to serve as a bruising runner for this offense?" Harris is certainly a top back this free agent class has to offer, but there are plenty of options across the league and in the NFL draft for Dallas to consider. A comparison to a familiar face may sway the tides even more in Harris's direction. Harris isn't an explosive runner, but he's been efficient and violent in ways that might remind folks of Ezekiel Elliott in his prime. McKenna said. "As we've seen from the moves thus far, there looks to be an emphasis on bringing back homegrown talent, rather than chase a name in free agency. Especially at running back, one of Dallas' most in-need positions. That would point to the Cowboys re-signing Rico Dowdle, who can also be efficient and violent, or finding in fresh legs in the draft, where reports have featured a number of prospects linked to Dallas. But as McKenna says, never let Jerry Jones surprise you. Expect the unexpected. If this offseason isn't enough intel, Jones is already surprising Cowboys Nation, but for all the right reasons. Avoiding media at the NFL Combine, making timely moves to return impact players, and creating flexibility for the future all point to unexpected success of this offseason. Signing Najee Harris may be an intriguing move despite throwing off all momentum that seems to be building in a certain direction. Harris turns 27 on Sunday, and has cemented himself as a reliable running back, surpassing 1,000 yards in all 4 seasons he's been in the league. A Harris acquisition may be in effect, but keep in mind the other business Jones and the Cowboys have to attend to. McKenna added, "It would look strange for Jones to pay Harris when he hasn't paid Micah Parsons, but things always look strange in Dallas. There hasn't been a lot of strange this offseason, but we should still expect the unexpected. I guess." And you, fan? What do you think about the situation of Najee Harris? Write to us in the comments.